Well, we are leaving that place. You can see all our junk in the back. Jiffy's driving. It's 99.9% my junk. Actually, it's more like 95%. Feels a little bit like we've failed here. We had a meeting with the government yesterday. Actually went very well. The guy was very nice and very professional. And the county, from that one meeting, seems very well run. But, so far we have not found a property that we can rent. There's just nothing out there. And we talked to him yesterday where there are a few properties where we could potentially build. But, we talked to him yesterday about the ins and outs of that, and it's very difficult to build new buildings. Lots of requirements and restrictions. It might be possible in the long run, but whether or not building something is our solution, it's not a short-term solution, and we need something other than living in somebody's attic. So we're going to Kunming. I don't think we'll make it there today. It's maybe it's not a 10-hour drive, but it's close. Hanson has to return his rental car at the airport first. In Linsong. Then we're off to Kunming, probably stay the night somewhere between here and Kunming. We already have some or at least one very interesting property we're considering in Kunming. It's a 4-story, well, it's a 3-story building with kind of a shack on the top, but a big shack. In terms of space, it would just be amazing for us, and people. It doesn't really have any or much like place we could farm ourselves to speak of. Anyhow, I feel good about it. It does feel a little bit like a arm's getting tired. A failure or disappointment here in Shuangzhou. But and we're passing by the hotel that kicked it all off. This is where Hanson met his fiancée last summer. But yeah, journey goes on. So we were on the way to the Linsong airport, and Hanson was like, "Turn around, come look at this place." It's right off the road. You can hear the road noise here. It's a little bit almost perfect. But it is really loud on the road. I mean, at night, I guess it'd be a little better. And they're building a highway here, so once the highway is complete, it'll take some of that traffic, but not all. I've kind of noticed that a lot of people don't take the highways because they cost, I guess, or there aren't enough exits, you know. We'll see. I'm a little weary. I don't think this is going to work just because of the proximity to the road. It's a pretty place. Let me show you out one of the windows in the back. This is one of the rooms. There's some cots in here. See if we can get a good look out this window. It's beautiful out there. There's the bathroom. I went inside and noticed there's no place to shower. Interesting. It's very serene out this side. That place right there is also for rent. But what I'd like is a place like that, which is not on this loud road. Check this out. So Hanson is dropping his car off there. And we're about to take this on to Kunming. Oh. We're going to stay in touch with that person. I don't think it's going to work out, but I didn't want to stand around there all day. Here's the Linchang Airport. Check that out. Hello there. We're in Kunming now. What time did we get here? About 8:30. No, it must have been 9. Trying to hold this. I need to get a holder. It's funny, I did my laundry this morning. All my laundry smells like the campfire. And I wasn't able to smell it on myself until we got here. And what's also funny is last time I came into the Kunming airport, I was in the elevator, kind of packed in the elevator with a lot of people. I was like, somebody smells like campfire. And now it's me. Which is fine. Which is fine. Which is fine, of course. This place is very clean. I could be here for a while. The problem is it's brand new, this complex. And so there's going to be renovations going on. And in one of the reviews of this place, it was like above and below, everywhere, renovations. It's only, what time is it? It's May 31st, 7:48 in the morning. So there's typically a time that the renovators can start. It's probably 8. 10 minutes here. That'll be the alarm clock for Jiffy and Hanson, who are here with me. We had a good time on the road yesterday. I got a little upset at Hanson for critiquing my driving. And we're going to start looking at places. Hopefully today we may need to make a decision on it. You know, are we going to stay here or do we need to find another place? But it does feel like forward progress. There's this place I'm intrigued by. I told you about that 3-story building with a 4th story kind of stuck on the top of it. I'd like to go see it today. It has multiple rooms. Seems like we could begin renting out rooms immediately. It would at least be a way we could start bringing in revenue now. Something else I've learned, the typical process for making tea in Yunnan, at least in Shuangzhou County, and I think it's pretty common in Yunnan. They have the initial processing, which is what I was learning up on the mountain, where they take in the fresh leaves and basically turn it into the type of tea that it is to become. For example, pu'er, and mostly in Yunnan, it's shenpu, raw pu'er, which is supposed to be very similar to green tea. And there's also, okay, my battery's running out. There's also black tea, hong cha, red tea in Chinese, white tea, which is my favorite, of course, shupu, which is the ripe pu'er, which is fermented. Those are mainly the types of tea. I don't think I'm leaving anything out here, because green and yellow, they don't do here in Yunnan, as far as I know. Well, I'm sure they do, but it's just not the common. Anyway, you take your freshly picked tea leaves to the initial processing center. They mess with it, and then from there it goes to the secondary processing, which is, I believe, cleaning, very likely sorting of some kind, picking out the best leaves or throwing out twigs, things like that. I guess that's can be considered cleaning. I was mainly with cleaning, I was thinking of getting the dust off, the campfire smell, the campfire smell. And then pressing, if it's to be in a tea cake of some kind, or packaging. So we could very easily in Kunming, at our place here, be a secondary processing center. The equipment's more expensive and the hygiene requirements are higher because it goes from the secondary processing to the consumer. You. So we could work with our friends in Shuangzhou County with these initial processing, select just the leaves and the type of processing that we want, type of tea, and then we could finish it off ourselves here in Kunming. I think that'd be wonderful. And then a second step would be, eventually we have our own place in Shuangzhou County. Anyway, this is a 7-minute segment, so that's a lot. And I've got like 2 days of video that I haven't even uploaded yet on my phone. So I hope I can catch up with this. All right, talk to you soon. So we're at this enormous place I was telling you about. This is the first floor. It's kind of pretty back there. It's so huge. I just automatically want it. When it comes to receiving guests, I guess it's in the flight path of the airport, because every couple minutes you hear a plane taking off. So it's a fully legitimate hotel. This is the second floor. Goes all the way down there. Third floor, same. The fourth floor is kind of odd. Like it's one big room with dorms on just one side. Oh, there's a bird stuck in here. Can I open that door? No, I cannot. Here, bird, I'll open this door. Bird, bird. I don't know what this room is. We could use it for a gym or tea. There is a pond out there, basketball court, well, goal. There's our mianbacha. Hanson was kind of down on the place, and I see why. I just wish we could make it work. That's the place there. Looks pretty cool. You can hear the plane. There's some enormous geese down there. Here's the fishing pond. His still is across the pond there. I don't know where we are. I was like, just let me out before you go back up that hill. All right, so we looked at another place this morning, and I'm just a little worn out, so I didn't film it for you, and I'm sorry. It was interesting. It's about, seems like half an hour at least, maybe 45 minutes outside of Kunming, in a little village. It's a newly renovated tiny hotel. 3 stories. I think there's just 3 rooms on each floor. Very clean. And then next to it is the more interesting part. It looks like an old school American motel to me. Just like 3, it's making a C shape, and each side has rooms. Very cozy. A little pond back in the back. No restrooms anywhere back there. So I guess you have to go to the main hotel to use the restroom. I don't know. I don't know that there's no, the airport, there are not planes flying overhead. There is not stinky still stinking up the place. A stinky still stinking up the place. It's a very pretty area. We were trying to, I guess there's like a apple orchard here on, I don't know what a Leedza is. Is that some, whatever a Leedza is? And so it's a possible tourist attraction. That's where we were kind of getting lost on the road there. But yeah, I don't know.